Thank you for watching videos by FamilyTravelPhotos.com. In this episode, I will continue a series of videos that prepare you to fly the Yuneec Q500 4K by showing you the pre-flight steps you should take before launching your aircraft. This episode is part of a series of videos designed to help you complete a safe and successful first flight with your Yuneec Q500. These episodes apply to the Q500 4K and the Q500 Plus. With very few exceptions, this series applies to the Typhoon G as well. I'll cover initial setup, pre-flight steps, and a step-by-step walkthrough of your first flight, along with more suggestions to make your flying even safer. Tips that could save you thousands of dollars in the event of an accident. More videos of interest to Yuneec Q500 owners are in the works. Be sure to subscribe so you know when those videos are posted. Let's get started with Episode 2, Pre-Flight Steps. For your first flight, pick an open field that is free of obstacles and other people. Don't go out and fly close to trees. Don't try to take off from your front yard or above a busy road. Once you start flying, you'll be amazed at how many trees, power lines, and other overhead obstructions you discover that you've never noticed before. Instead, find a soccer field or open park to give yourself plenty of space to practice. It's a good idea to check weather conditions. You need to know if wind, temperature, rain, or other factors might influence your flight. Personally, I won't fly if the wind speed is above 9 miles per hour, if it's raining, or if the temperature is below 32 degrees. You can set your own standards, but you want to check the weather before you head out to fly. I use the website uavforecast.com. The link is below. This site allows you to check wind, temperature, cloud cover, and several other metrics that could influence your flight. With that information, you can decide whether or not it's safe to fly. If you're in a more remote area, or you just want to be sure, you can check the weather conditions at your launch site directly before takeoff with an anemometer. Once you arrive at your launch site and unpack the aircraft, you can install the flight battery. Press on the door release for the battery bay to open it, then slide the battery in, label up. Push it in firmly until it is all the way in. Push the door up to close the bay. If the door won't click into place, the battery is probably not inserted all the way. Do not turn on the aircraft yet. Your next step is to remove the gimbal lock. It is crucial that you remove this before you turn on power. This plastic shell protects the gimbal during transportation, but it can actually damage the gimbal if you leave it on the aircraft when you power it up. If you haven't already calibrated your compass and accelerometer, it's a good idea to do so before your first flight. You won't have to do this again unless you perform a firmware update or travel a long distance between flights. See the previous video in this series for more information. Your next step is to install the propellers. No one has a definitive answer as to how tightly you should attach the propellers. If anything, I err on the side of putting them on too tight. I put on a propeller and free spin it until it stops. I then turn it until it stops snugly. The propellers are on tight enough that I must use a little force to release them from the propeller shaft. Remember to put an A propeller only on an A propeller shaft, and the same for the B propeller. I marked my propellers with a Sharpie to make the letters and arrows easier to see. Now it's time to inspect the aircraft. This is a good habit for every flight. Inspect your propellers to make sure they aren't chipped or cracked. Look in your motors for any leaves, grass, or other debris. Look over the aircraft for any damage. Check your landing gear feet to make sure they haven't lost any pads. This inspection takes 15 seconds, but it could keep you from having an accident and destroying your quad. Your pre-flight is complete. We're ready to move on to the next video, a walkthrough of your first flight with the Yuneec Q500. I hope you found this video to be helpful. I'm posting other videos that are linked below, and I hope you'll watch those as well. You can help me in return by hitting the like button below and subscribing. This helps my videos to rank higher at YouTube, and you'll be notified when I release more videos of interest to Q500 pilots in the future. Your feedback in the comment section below is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching.